DialIQ Multi-Line Dialer. The DialIQ Multi-Line Dialer gives users the ability to dial up to 4 numbers at once. This greatly increases the efficiency of outbound calling and drives more live connections. Depending on the call list, a high number of sales calls can be placed to numbers that are busy, disconnected, or otherwise unavailable. When up to 4 phone numbers are dialed at once, the time between live connections can be greatly reduced. Client settings. The DialIQ Multi-Line Dialer can be turned on and off on the client settings page, meaning that when it is off, it will not be able to be used by any user on any lead. Click Client Settings on the Preferences submenu. The Client Settings page will load. Click on the Call Settings Client tab. On the lower half of the page, the Multi-Line Dialer default settings are found. Click the Enable Multi-Line Dialer box to enable the Multi-Line Dialer. Maximum concurrent calls. Select a number of maximum concurrent calls that can be placed by the DialIQ Multi-Line Dialer at once. This setting also exists for campaigns, priority queues, and blind poll distribution programs. If this setting on the client settings page is lower than it appears elsewhere, the client setting supersedes the higher setting in the priority queue, campaign, or distribution program. Safe Harbor Message. A safe harbor message is played for a lead when the lead answers the call and the lead's 360 user does not click over to connect with them within 2 seconds. Please note that the safe harbor message is a legal requirement and must contain the name and phone number of the company. Once recorded, the safe harbor message can be heard by clicking the safe harbor message link. A little further down on the page are the settings for automatic actions. DialIQ automatic actions are actions that are taken on leads automatically based on the result of any DialIQ outbound phone call. This eliminates the need to take actions on leads manually after placing DialIQ calls to them. This helps ensure that leads are in the correct status. It was developed for use with the Multi-Line Dialer, but it works with any DialIQ call. There are 4 call results listed in this section. These call results are the final result of the call: no answer, busy, bad number not in service, and abandoned. Each call result has a corresponding drop-down menu. Select an action from the drop-down menu corresponding with the call result. The action selected here will automatically be taken when the call has the corresponding result. Note that actions requiring comments or calendar events will not appear in these drop-downs, and it will not be possible to automatically take an action with such a requirement. DialIQ Multi-Line Dialer User Settings. It is possible to enable and disable access to the DialIQ Multi-Line Dialer for individual users. Click Manage Users on the Administration submenu. There is a Multi-Line Dialer column which contains either the value Enabled or Disabled. Click the value to toggle between Enabled and Disabled.